All right, off the back of some really incredible news over the last few weeks, Kia have been hitting it out of the park. Let's talk about that. Every time I've opened an email in the last couple of weeks, it's all about wins for Kia. JD Power's reporting that they surveyed as the best electric vehicle. It's been one hit after the other for them. EV6 just coming out, their second electric vehicle, to great astonishment from the journalist that drove it. James Bell is here from Kia. And yet you're doing more electrified vehicles as well. Announced something here at the Chicago show.
Yeah, we are backing up our statement as part of our Plan S strategy to go 40% of all of our vehicles electrified, meaning plug-in hybrids, some degree of electrification more than the 12-volt starter battery. Will be by 2040, 40%, 2030, 40%, by 2040, 100%. So yeah, this is just another piece in that slowly accumulating puzzle.
So tell me a little bit about this. First of all, this has been one of the staples for you, Sportage.
Yeah.
One of the vehicles that was the first Kia that I owned.
Yeah.
And the challenger to a lot of those compact SUVs that everybody in America can't buy enough of, and now Sportage gets electrified plug. So tell us what Sportage brings to the party when it's electrified.
Nick, as usual, you've set me up for glory here. So yes, the Sportage is the longest running nameplate in our lineup. It was one of two vehicles that actually started Kia back in the mid 90s here in the US. You mentioned that you owned one of that first generation. My girlfriend, then wife, well, I'll get this right someday, then girlfriend, now wife, sorry honey, she wanted one desperately. I helped her buy one. It was a white one with a tan interior. She loved that thing to death. It looked like a little marshmallow going down the road. But it was actually quite innovative when you think about it. It was a body on frame, small 4-cylinder engine, so it's efficient, all-wheel drive option. And it really is, to your point that you just made here, you now look around the auto show and that's what is the business. So we kind of helped innovate a little bit. And I like to think in the Kia brand, what is the car? What's our 911? Is it the soul? Yeah, maybe so. That car obviously did a lot for the brand. These days it's a Telluride because the darn thing is still sold out and so ultimately successful. Maybe in the next couple of years it'll become the EV6. But I mean, from a historical perspective, it is the Sportage. And if you jump to the fourth generation, the one just prior to this being the fifth, that was kind of a tweener one. It was not, it was a little bit bigger than a RAV4, but not quite as big as a Highlander. It kind of fit this weird little space. Now with the new generation, we're running on the same platform that's underneath the K5, the Sorento, the Carnival MPV. So it's very flexible and a well-engineered platform. And so that allows us to now be the biggest vehicle in this segment.
You've done so much challenging over the years with Kia. You've challenged our ideas in everything, in design, in fuel efficiency, in safety, in what could be taken, everything to the line. You've taken it to the line everywhere. You've said, here's the line, no, stepping over it.
Yeah.
All the time. Just like a morning show DJ, line over it, line over it. In every single category, you've done that. Price, we're going to show you how we can break your ideas, what you should pay. Screen size in this car.
25 inches.
Yeah, 25 inches of screen size. I mean, I will tell you, when our crew was walking around this, and before we even got to go live with you here, they said, this is a Kia.
Hey,
and that's one of the things
run.
want. That's what you want people to say, right? This is a Kia. No, they can't believe this is a Kia.
Yep.
You've done it again. So tell us some of the things that we do know about this plug-in hybrid. What can we expect differently than we can from a regular gasoline vehicle?
We'll start off being it does have some oily bits in there. So it's got a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder as its base, all connected through a 6-speed automatic transmission, a 66 kilowatt electric motor attached in there, then to a 19.3 kilowatt hour battery pack. At level 2 charging, it will take that battery pack to full in about 2 hours.
Wow.
And then give you 32 miles of range on that.
Wow,
now,
that's a lot.
And the last study I saw was something that average American drives 28 miles a day or something like that. So we got you covered.
Right.
Now, I think the thing that for me that's exciting about it though is that this is a great gateway drug. to get you into EVs, which is where, as you've already said, the business is going.
Yep.
So this is a way of doing it, of having the comfort of having that that gasoline motor on board. But I think it will also highlight the fact, why do I have a gasoline motor on board? I don't really need that. And I think it's cars like this that are really going to open the floodgates towards EVs in this next generation of buyers.
So this is just a stepping stone. I mean, you have the EV6, you have the Nero, you have things if people want to go all electric. If you're not quite ready to do that, you live somewhere where maybe electricity isn't your first option, but maybe you can charge on your home charger. Right. Maybe this is a beginning step to as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and all of these are all-wheel drive as well.
Oh,
so
perfect.
Depending on the climate, you're covered.
And Chicago definitely has the climate where you're going to all-wheel drive.
I think we're debuting the car here.
Yes. Now, let's talk a little bit about future plans. I mean, when you talk about EV6, you've already broken the mold there. You're talking about something that can charge from 10% to 80% in 18 minutes. You're breaking the mold with this. You're giving people the vehicles. Do we know price? Do we know any of that other information?
We haven't announced the price yet. It will be going on sale in the third quarter this year, so it's still a little ways away. But it's going to be Kia. It's going to be competitive. We know where the market sits, and we know that we're putting, we're bending the sheet metal good. So people are coming in not just because it's a good price or has a great warranty or an incredible array of safety features or whatever. And it has all that. But people are now coming to our dealerships because they're like, I saw this and I want to check it out. That is a new place for the Kia brand. And that's, I think, for me, been here almost 6 years, that's the exciting part. When I first started, it was kind of, a price value led story, of which there was plenty of. But now it's, ooh, that's a nice looking car. I think I actually want that. The Telluride, well, the Stinger started that. The Telluride smashed through that door, and now we're carrying on with stuff like this.
I'm not sure you have any room for any more awards on your shelf.
We'll build another shelf.
As we start to wrap this up, I want to ask you some questions about this weekend.
Yes.
So, you brought us hamsters, chubby hamsters, who got skinny.
Yeah, like yourself.
Right.
Yes.
Chubby hamsters who got skinny. This Super Bowl, you're going to bring us puppies, but not just puppies.
One special puppy.
One special electric puppy.
Yes.
Every year we judge, at our Auto Expert, we judge the best automotive Super Bowl ad.
Okay, well, I'm expecting another trophy.
This year, I've seen a lot of the ads, and I will have to say that you are pretty much a shoe-in.
I'm so happy to hear that.
This is an amazing Super Bowl ad you put together. Did you expect to get America crying with this ad?
Well, it's never your goal or intention, but hopefully it's tears of joy. It's a very warm, it's a very cute ad. But then it also tells the capabilities of the vehicle quite nicely because, well, the little puppy gets saved by the charging capability. So, and when you see his little charging plate go down and then come back up, it is quite cute. But no, the goal of it was just to really tell the story of, again, this electric life, what it's like to live electric, and then also tell off the story of this V to L, to be able to charge other things other than just be charged and drive yourself. And so, yeah, we think RoboDog's pretty cute too, and there's already quite the clamoring for making a line of said little RoboDogs. That wasn't in our original budget. We'll maybe have to make a call to Korea, we'll see.
Maybe you can actually start a toy line at Kia as well.
Yes, I'm seeing the GoFundMe page coming together now.
There might be some ideas there as well. All right, so we're looking at third quarter, fourth quarter for this?
Third quarter, yes.
EV6, we're looking at when?
Going into dealerships right now. In fact, the first 1,500, the first editions, they are definitely shipping to customers now, those first 1,500. And then regular market comes right behind it.
I live in a very quiet neighborhood just outside Portland, Oregon. I came back from the Kia EV6 drive and I was turning down my street, and parked on the corner of my street was a semi hauling cars. And I saw Kia EV6s on them as I was coming home from the drive, and I'm like, what? How is this possible? So it's exciting to see Kia EV6s arriving at dealerships right now. More news to come in the next few months?
Yeah, well, what's coming up next? I guess New York, we're going to have more electrifying news. You like that? I know, that was bad.
Yeah, all right,
But
more electrifying
more
news.
of our electrifying news,
But
yes.
for now, people can come and see all of the latest Kia news and some concepts here at Chicago.
Absolutely, yeah, the EV9's here, and you know, that was the concept of that would use the same platform and powertrain as the EV6, so just kind of let that sit in your head and see what it smells
Ferment,
like.
if you will, ferment.
Yes, sir,
All
yes,
right,
sir.
all the Kia cars are here for your undertaking. If you haven't seen the Kia EV6, you should come down and see it, because I think you'll be amazed. And the wheelbase, the same as the Telluride, so that'll be a shock, because you don't actually realize how good looking that car is until you see it in person. It's more of an SUV, CUV style of vehicle, even though it looks like a sedan when you see it in pictures. You have to see it in real life. It's at the Chicago Auto Show. James Bell, a friend and a scholar, it's always good to see you and see the cars at the Chicago Auto Show, and find out more at the Chicago Auto Show website. I'm Nick Miles. I will see you soon.